Hi, She Boss Talk fam. I'm Shantae Alrighty. I am live here at the ByBlack Conference 2022. We're having an amazing time. We're coming on live today to talk about pivoting past the pandemic. Okay, so I have some amazing guests that will be joining me, business associations that are going to be here to talk about how you can leverage your chamber and other business associations to pivot your business so that you can make a greater impact, so that you can go create more wealth in your business. You're going to be learning about the resources that are available. You all know how I talk about go out here and get this money, leverage other people's money to make an impact in your business, make an impact in the community. And we're going to tell you how today. So as you're coming on, let me know again who you are, where are you hailing from, what is your business? Shout your own self out. Welcome to all of our new viewers. Share this out with anybody that you think this will be a benefit to. Tag any business owner that you think that this will be a benefit to. We so appreciate it. And with that said, again, we're going to be talking about pivoting past the pandemic. As we're live, let us know in the comments, how are you pivoting or how have you pivoted? Your story has power to change someone else's life, to give them hope, to give them encouragement to do the same thing. So we're going to have one of our first guests, if you want to come around here, and I will let him introduce himself. Hi. Can you tell everyone who you are?
Hello, world. How you doing out there? We are live at the ByBlack Conference. Greetings, everyone. I'm Kendrick Tillman, president of the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce.
Awesome. And so we met yesterday. We met the first day of the conference, and they've been so amazing. We're going to be partnering together to help more minority businesses get access to the employee retention tax credit and other opportunities as well. You know, audience and family, that I talk about how important it is to connect with your chamber. So I just want him to talk to you about what the chamber does, how they are here to support you and be a resource for you and your business. So you want to talk a little bit more about?
Absolutely. So many people we talk to have no idea what a chamber is. So let me just break it down. Look at these three buckets. There are issues that can only be solved by law. Guess what? Elected officials are the only people that can put in a bill that they vote on to become a law. We learned this in grade school. And so when I realized that there are issues that can only be solved by law, you don't want to go down to your capital and say, I have this issue. You want the chamber to go to the capital and say, we, the Black business community, has this issue. And so that's first. Second, so many African Americans don't trust each other. Forget the word networking. Let's build relationships, build trust. Because I found a fact. This is data here. 2%, 2% of businesses in the whole country have more than one employee. That means 98% of businesses are solopreneurs.
Yes.
The goal of entrepreneurship, ladies and gentlemen, is not to create a job for yourself, okay? We got to work together as a team. You got to put your systems in place. Think of it like this. I'm a mathematical person. My background is in engineering, so everything is an equation. M plus M plus M equals M. Your message plus your movement plus your methodology equals money. Let me say that again. Your message. And African Americans have been great at crafting wonderful messages. We can create a movement out of that message. People follow us. We can have leaders and partnerships, and great. But then the methodology, many of us don't have the systems in place. You don't have an accounting system. You don't have QuickBooks. You don't have a CRM system. These systems help you run your business and scale your business. And so at the chamber, we like to remove that word networking so you can come vulnerable. Whatever you are missing, the pieces that you are missing to the puzzle, we have at chambers. There are members that solve the problems that you have. And we want to foster those relationships. So resources come to the chamber, we give to our members. But while you're there getting the resources that we give you, you're going to do joint ventures with those members because you're here to build relationships. And those relationships are building trust. And that trust helps you build capacity. We need more businesses, annual revenue being 1 million, 10 million, 1 billion. We need more. If you're not thinking about 5,000 employees, you're thinking too small. So we got to start thinking bigger. It's okay to think big and partner. Resources are all there. They're right there in front of you. And the third thing I would say with chambers, that we have members that are nonprofits. We all have a busy schedule. We're trying to grow our own business. We can't go save the homeless all the time. But that nonprofit that has a mission to save those whatever their mission is, we can support them financially, we can support them as a volunteer. And so we want to make sure those are the three things you understand about chambers. I don't even get paid to be the president. It's a volunteer organization for me. And so we just graduated from being a working board where we're board members that got to work. Now we're a governing board. We actually have paid staff. You met one of our staff members yesterday. And so we are here to really share for you resources to help you get to that $1 million mark.
Amazing. And that's what we're all about. We're talking about getting past that $1 million mark. You can be making $1 million, multi-million dollars. The opportunities are here. This is unprecedented times. As I always say, bringing unprecedented opportunities, but you have to seize them while they are here. You have to connect with the resource. So if you didn't know where the resources were before, I'm telling you here now, share this with those that you know. The chamber is an amazing resource. And this, again, if you are a Black entrepreneur business owner, definitely make sure that you connect with the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, and then also connect with your local Black Chamber of Commerce. There's so many chambers. Find one where you can share, provide value, and you get value out of that chamber. But get connected today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Last thing I would say is the Most High had 12 disciples. So if you think you can do it by yourself, and the Most High had 12 disciples, you're sadly mistaken. So all I want you to understand is lower your ego, because ego is an acronym for edging God out. Ego is an acronym for edging God out. The Most High is about bringing us together. When I ran into Boss Talk, I said, oh, this is right in line with what the chamber does. Instant partnership. And so the resources that we have, grow when we bring them together. So thank y'all for that moment. I'm Kendrick Tillman, president of the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, Kendrick, so much. Okay, audience, I see you all out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, share this out. Make a big impact on someone that you know. Again, we are live here from the ByBlack Conference 2022. We are a featured vendor here. We've been doing a number of different interviews. We'll be interviewing tomorrow with Amazon, which is right around the corner. And we're going to be bringing on another guest who is a small business owner. I actually met him and his mom. They have a family-owned business. I just love seeing family-owned businesses because it's challenging sometimes, but when you can make it work, it's nothing better than having your family together, building wealth together, making an impact together. And he came, we connected, he shared his business and some of his goodies from his business. So I'm excited to have him on. You want to come on over here? I'm sure all of these guys are tall. So I want to make sure you get in here. Hi, there you go. Okay. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
All righty. Well, my name is Terrence Jones. I'm the COO of C. Burns LLC, parent company of Louisiana Creole Pecan Candy, based out of Louisiana, a certified Louisiana Creole and Cajun company by the state of Louisiana. We manufacture pralines, are the original name pecan candy, which was founded by Black women who were indentured servants to the French. And we have barbecue sauce and merchandise that is to preserve and protect Creole heritage, not only in the state of Louisiana, but worldwide, as Creole is a heritage and a race of people represented in 40 different nations.
That's amazing. Congratulations to you and your mom and your family on your amazing business. Can you talk to us about how have you and your company and your family, for that matter, been able to pivot past the pandemic? Or if you're pivoting right now, how are you doing it?
I think right now, the biggest thing pivoting now is diversifying your portfolio in your business. Because the reality is, if we just focused on, let's say, our subsidiary, Louisiana Creole Pecan Candy, pralines or food products don't always just meet that margin that you need to grow and expand your business. So diversifying with the different merchandise and bringing in other entities to build our brand. And I think a lot of people don't talk enough about mergers and acquisitions to further your mission and expand to a larger base and audience.
Yes, mergers and acquisitions. we actually learning more about mergers and acquisitions, and I think this is something that's missing from minority businesses, small businesses, period. Understanding that you can buy and sell businesses is amazing. You want to make sure you have a business that has some value, and that you know how to evaluate the value that you have in your business and that other businesses have, so that when you're thinking about, okay, how do we grow and expand, let's go over here and purchase this acquire this business, then that's just going to take you to the next level. So I highly encourage you all. I'm going to try to, again, bring back as many nuggets as I can. But this is an amazing story here. Again, leverage these opportunities, because I know he was talking about the businesses that he has, and it's under a parent company, and they have another business. What's the other business?
So our other business, C. Burns LLC. We do counterterrorism consultations, and then also helping small business with their technology. Because my background is in telecommunications and technology, and then my aunt's background is in counterterrorism and government affairs.
That's amazing. And we have a lot of government officials here, policy makers that are here today, decision makers that are here today. So I would encourage you all to get in the room like we're getting in the room, make your presence known. We have to be showing up in these spaces, in these rooms, and telling people about our business, what makes us special, because you're going to make amazing connections. I cannot tell you the amazing connections I made just on day one. We're just getting started with day two, and this is one of them. We've already exchanged information, but we're not going to leave it at just connecting and swapping business cards without actually doing some follow-up. So that's important, ladies and gentlemen, is when you make connections, the key, the success is in the follow-up and following through with that connection, so that you can build relationships. There's always something that we can do to support each other. And that's why we're here. It's not about me. It's not about what we're doing. It's how can we support each other, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming by and sharing your business and your pivot story. I know that's going to help someone in our audience pivot their business, because we know so many are stuck and stagnant, and we're going to get unstuck today and provide you with a wealth of information. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Again, we just had two interviews. Amazing business owners. We talked to Kendrick from the DC Chamber of Commerce. Again, I cannot tell you how important it is to connect with your chamber. I spoke before about how the Black Chamber that I'm a part of here in Cleveland is the President's Council. And they just reached out to me one day via email saying, look, we came across this opportunity. There's an opportunity to get a grant. But guess what? You have until 12 o'clock, which they only gave me 2 hours to get my information in that they had requested. And in 30 minutes, I had that information back. So again, it's not just grants. They are a wealth. They have a wealth of resources that are available. And like I said, the state, the governments, they allocate the money to these organizations. And these organizations, they then take that money and say, okay, how do we get this to small businesses? So either they're going to use that money to provide you with contracts to do the work that's needed to be done. They don't do the work. They got the money. Or they're going to give you a grant yourself so that you can further develop and grow your small business. So again, connect with your Chamber of Commerce. Go Google it, right? Google Chamber of Commerce in my local area, Chamber of Commerce in my state, because you have chambers at the national level and the state level, and then also your local levels, if you didn't know that. So if you didn't know, or this is your first time hearing about Chambers of Commerce, please let me know in the comments. So again, now you know, and you can go get connected with them. So again, we're talking about pivoting past the pandemic. We want to make sure that we are not just staying stuck. If you are in a situation where you are stuck and you are stagnant, which I hear a lot of businesses that have said, it's been 2 years now and I haven't been able to make any money in your business. Now is the time to pivot. You don't have to, stay doing that same business. Or if you do, it's time to figure out what is the next step. What is the strategy that you're going to take so that you can start to make money in your business and you can make the impact that you want to make in your business? So every minute, every hour, and every day that you are not active in your business is a missed opportunity for you to help someone that is looking for your help. There are people every day that are looking for problem solvers. They're looking for a solution. They're looking for you. But if you are not showing up, if you're not active in your business, then they are not going to be able to connect with you and get the help that they need. So just think of it as I need to be in business so I can make a greater impact. And it's okay to evolve. I evolved, right? So I was pivoting right before the pandemic into the pandemic. So I was pivoting from my first business, not even knowing that we were about to get hit with a pandemic. And so, but I was blessed by it. So although it was challenging, there was lives lost, and we pray for all of those and the families affected. There were unprecedented opportunities that came out of the pandemic that you can leverage to move your business forward. And I was speaking with a young lady here today. She's amazing. Her name is Latasha, and she is a business coach, and she has an event planning business with the government. Maybe she'll come by later on today. But we were talking about what I usually talk about here with you all is that we only have a short window of time to leverage these opportunities, and we can all become millionaires. And this is especially for those that are economically and socially disadvantaged businesses. We know those minorities, Black businesses, women's business, veteran businesses. All these opportunities are here and now for you. Like some of the sponsors that are here today, we have Amazon here, we have Cricket, we have American Express, we have Walmart. All of these companies said, look, when COVID hit, we it really exposed the inequities that exist, right? And we need to do something about it. So we're going to put our money, we're going to put our resources, we're going to put our teams together, and we are going to just flood small businesses with funding and so many other opportunities. So they started accelerated programs, incubator programs that is going to, again, help you excel your success quicker, faster, right? They have programs that are going to help you get your products on stores. So maybe some of you all have products and you're like, okay, I don't know how to get my product in Target. I don't know how to get my product in Walmart. But guess what? Walmart is here at the ByBlack Conference talking about their business and how they can further support your small business and how you can get your products in stores. So that's why these types of events are so necessary, and it's so important that we show up. If you are in the DC area, I would highly recommend, if tickets are still open, right, to come get your ticket and get here because we're here today. We're here tomorrow. Get here and soak in all of the knowledge, all the information. I heard about Dr. Jamal Bryant just tore the house down yesterday. I wasn't able to be there because we were so busy here as featured vendors, but I heard it was amazing. So, but these are the rooms we need to be in to accelerate our success. Okay. So I'm gonna give me just a second. Gwen, do we have any more guests? Okay. Okay. I'm looking for our guest. Can you grab the escort lady too? Okay. Look out for her. You have a business? Okay. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. You want to come and talk? Okay. Come around here. So I have another lady here. Her name is Lori, and she's going to tell us about her business, and she's going to talk about how she is pivoting or pivoted past the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm going to scooch over. Come on into the screen.
Come on into the screen.
There you go.
Hi.
Hi. Introduce yourself. Tell us about your business.
My name is Lori Mitchell. I'm the founder and CEO of Black Women in Technology, and it's an organization dedicated to getting Black women into technology.
That's awesome. We need more women in tech.
Absolutely.
Why do you think it's important that we have women in tech?
Well, we have women in tech. It's all a matter of representation. And we need to make sure that we're represented in these companies so that they understand our way of life, our way of culture, whatever. All it counts down to dollars. It's all green to them anyway.
Yes.
So we're able to help a company's bottom line by being in the place.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you being here. How are you pivoting, or how were you able to pivot past the pandemic?
Well, what we did when the pandemic was over, things settled down a lot during the pandemic. Once it was over, we started having virtual events. And the virtual events have been growing, and we have been having a great time encouraging women to go into technology. And those that are already in technology are able to provide a mentorship sort of activity for these women that want to go into tech.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's an amazing story. Where can people find you?
They can find me at blackwomenintech.com, or they can email me at lori@blackwomenintech.com.
That's amazing. You heard her talk about virtual events. Like when COVID hit and everything was shut down, everybody was struggling to figure out, how am I going to do virtual? Like learning Zoom and all these other technologies, right? So it's so important. That's a good example of how to pivot your business. I know a lot of us that was hosting events. I know even ByBlack, this is the first year. Last year they did a hybrid approach, and they were like, we're ready to do a full out in-person event. And this, I would have to say, is the best event of the year. Okay.
Oh, I agree. I've enjoyed myself at this event.
Awesome. Is this your first day?
My first time.
First time at this
I
event?
got here yesterday.
Okay. Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So we're having an amazing time, getting an amazing nuggets, being able to make amazing connections here. So, and this is another great one that I've been able to meet, Black Women in Technology. Lori, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Okay, again, we are here at the 2022 ByBlack Conference, and I'm talking to business owners and business associations about pivoting past the pandemic. Again, ladies and gentlemen that's out there, let me know, what is your pivot story? All of us has a story, and all of our stories are powerful. All of our stories are not for us. Our stories are not for us. They are for other people. They are to help other people, inspire, empower, to give hope to other people. You know, just like we often think there's no one else going through what we're going through. No one else can understand our experience. We go through that a lot. And that can take us or put us in a very dark place and a hopeless place. And we are all about hope, and we are all about action, right? So if our stories can help each other, which they can, it's so important to share those stories. Never be ashamed, never be shy or fearful of sharing your story, because it's power. Okay, it's power. It's power to help other people just like you be able to survive, to be able to move their businesses forward. So we are excited again to be here at the ByBlack Conference 2022. We're so glad to have you all here in the audience. We see all of your messages out there. Thank you all so much. We have one of our viewers saying that she has a background in technology. Yes, Black women in tech is it. Yes, shout out to all of you all that are out here. Shout out to our tribe members that are joining us live. Again, be sure to share this out. Tag a business owner that you know that you think would benefit from the information we're giving in this live. You can't share enough. It's free. Know that when you're sharing, when you're tagging, you're making a really big impact on a business who may not have known this information, and this is the first time that they're getting it. We're finding that here at the conference. Information we're sharing, we're educating, and this is the first time that they heard about the relief that's available, the employee retention tax credit, which is why we're here educating. This is the first time, and we've been able to help business owners apply and qualify for up to $330,000 right here at the ByBlack Conference, getting partnerships right here at the ByBlack Conference. And we have another guest who will be joining us.
Hi.
I'm excited to have you. You can come on over. Scooch on. Let me make room for you. Okay, tell us your name, who you are.
I'm Lynn Stewart, and I am with Women Impacting Public Policy.
Come over a little bit. There you go.
There we go.
I love it. Women Impacting Public Policy.
And I represent the Challenger program, which is a federal contract training program for women business owners.
Yes.
And if you are a business owner and you are interested in selling your products and services to the federal government, there's a process.
Yes.
There's a very specific way that you need to do that, or you spend a lot of time and money and you just don't get anything done.
Yes.
So this is an absolutely free program, and it teaches you how to engage in the process.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm familiar with the program. I was talking to another lady earlier today that was talking about the program, and we talk about how important it is to contract with the federal government. And oftentimes people don't realize that their business can translate over to the federal government into contracts, and that the government is the largest procurer of goods and services in the world. Let that sink in for you. Okay. So you may have a business, you're thinking, I don't know if that would pro government, but like we have again, my peer Latasha, she is an event planner. And she plans events for the federal government
The
and
government
corporate
buys
entities.
it.
Exactly, and the government buys it. So, can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, the Challenge Her, we've been in, executing programs for 10 years now. We have done 77 live events across the country, and we have a curriculum of webinars that teach you. They're all listed in a logical order. Do one first, then do two. Don't go do 10 until you've done three, because 10 won't make any sense.
Right.
And so we have experts that create all of these webinars for us. Everything is free. You can go to challengeher.us and access all of the content.
Challengeher.us. Go there, challengeher.us. Okay. Anything else you want to share? Is that good?
We appreciate so much getting the word out. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
you're welcome. I'm happy to get the word out because, ladies and gentlemen, I talk about this all the time, how important it is to pivot in your business. And this is a way that you can leverage federal government contracting to pivot your business, right?
Absolutely.
To really make a greater impact and scale your business. I mean, one contract, when you think about it, can be 6 or 7 figures.
It's a game.
It's a game changer for your business. I mean, we know many peers that have done it. So highly consider it. Again, she said it is free.
Great.
So there's no excuse. You don't have to pay a penny, not a dime, to be participating in this program. So we so appreciate you coming over and sharing.
Me.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Again, another great resources. Just again, a reminder how important it is to leverage resources, to be connected with people that are willing to share knowledgeable information. However, it's not enough for us to give you the knowledge. You're the one that has to go take action on the knowledge that you receive. And then our hope is that as you get knowledge and you're able to take that, put it into action, and go succeed, that you then reach back and share the good news with someone else. You help share with other people to bring them up with you. Okay. Again, like I said, it's not enough for one of us to be successful. We have to help us all be successful. If we can all be successful, then we can better support each other. And Kendrick stated earlier how important it is for us to support each other, right? And support can come in a number of different ways. It's not always money, and how important it is to work together and collaborate. That's been a big topic today, is collaboration, learning and understanding the power of collaboration, what it is. You're creating a win-win situation here. It's not that it's just you and its ego is all 100% you, but you have to be willing to share part of the pie, right? Sharing in the risk and the rewards can be very lucrative for your business, okay? So again, we're giving up on the solopreneur doing it all alone, because none of us can succeed by ourselves. We need each other to be able to thrive. So with that said, I'm going to bring another guest on, and I'm excited about this because they're going to share with you about funding in the export space. And I mentioned this too. I'm going to do more videos on it, but they're the experts. So I'm going to let them come over and share some information with you. You can come on over. Okay, let me make sure that you get in the video. Come on over. More. There you go. Hi. Tell everyone who you are and who you're with.
My name is Deborah Fagans, and I'm with the Export-Import Bank in Washington, D.C.
Awesome. And tell us more about what you do.
We have U.S. exporter export their products and services internationally. So if you have a business and you would like to export to another country, you can come to us and talk to us and see if we can help you with funding.
Awesome. So small. So what you're saying here is that small businesses can get into international markets and sell their products and goods internationally.
Yes.
Like outside of the United States.
Yes.
Okay. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You don't have to just sell your goods and your products in the U.S. You can sell them overseas, internationally, and you can get funding to do it. That's been a big topic here too, about how to access funding. Can you talk a little bit more about about the importance of accessing funding to this type of funding, or leveraging exports to pivot their business?
It minimizes the risk because I know a lot of people are scared to export, but coming to the federal government and coming to us, we can help you out through export credit insurance or with our working capital program. So it's
That's
minimize risk so people can get a good night's sleep at night and not worry about whether or not they're going to get paid or not.
absolutely. I know that's a big concern whether or not you're doing international business, but it becomes an even bigger concern, right?
Yes, that's
So
true.
you need, again, is a support. It's people that are well versed, they're experts in this, they
Yes.
know how the system works. Again, it goes back to the infrastructure that's in place. We don't have all the knowledge, and that's okay. But what is not okay is not connecting with those that do. And their company is one that does have not only the knowledge, they have the resources, they have the funding that you need to be able to take your business to an international level. So, honest, let me know which one of, if you are in the export business, if you've been considering doing business internationally, let us know in the comments.
So let me add one more thing as well. Also, if you have a business and you would like to export and you're not sure what country you'd like to export to, first go to U.S. Commercial Services. Tell them what you have, and they have a list of countries that would like to, have your product or services.
Oh, that's
So
good.
start there first.
Tell us where to start again. What's the
U.S. Commercial Services.
U.S. Commercial Services? Start there.
Yes.
Okay, that's a wealth of information. And where can people connect with you?
You can call me at 202-565-3444. My name is Deborah Fagans. Or you
Awesome.
can email me at Deborah, DEBORAH .Fagans, F as in Frank, EGGINS @exum.gov.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
joining
Thank you for
us.
having us.
You're so welcome. Again, we're at the ByBlack Conference. That was Deborah talking about exporting. You're exporting. There is funding in the space. There's even grants for you to export. Did you know that federal funding and state funding that is available, they're going to help you be able to do it? Know that you are not alone in this. You do not have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect, but know how and where to connect with the resources you need so your business can thrive, so you can access these many opportunities, right? I know so many people, they may have started out in the US, maybe they weren't as successful and they were like, okay, let me try overseas, and they just knocked it out the park. They are just thriving, right? With international commerce. International commerce, get familiar with that term. International commerce. You do not just have to sell in the United States, you can sell internationally. So we are so glad that she was able to stop by. Again, we're talking with businesses, and we're talking about the companies and organizations that are here to support small businesses. Is equally as important for you all to see this. And thank you to the Facebook user who is providing the information for the community. So if you want the information, just go to the comments. Go to the comments. I thank you all so much for sharing and providing that information for our She Boss Talk family. We're again excited to be here at the ByBlack Conference. We're hosting live. I'm super excited to be doing this. That they asked me as a content creator. Again, this is an opportunity that I'm leveraging. So what I will ask you, I'm gonna call you to take advantage of opportunities. Start saying yes. Make sure that it aligns, right? That it's in alignment with your purpose and your calling and what you want to do. But the time is now to say yes to opportunities. Don't let it be that it is fear. It's never good to operate out of fear. Don't let fear stop you from seizing opportunities. This is a huge opportunity for me to be able to broadcast live at the ByBlack Conference that is sponsored from the big guys, okay? The U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, the National Association of Black Broadcasters, the American Express, right? Walmart, Amazon is here. Meta is here. Shout out to my Meta Elevate family. If you are in Meta Elevate on Facebook, it is run. It is owned and run by Meta. Shout out to Brianna. She is such a wonderful community manager over there. She holds it down. That's another valuable resource for minority businesses. So go check that out. Again, you can go to Facebook in the search bar and type in Meta Elevate HQ and come on into the community. I will be posting and sharing about this event later. We also have a lady here who is a fellow member. We got a chance to take pictures yesterday, and she's been busy. She has an amazing products. I'll probably go over there and broadcast live with her later because there's so many amazing businesses here. Rain, which is a natural feminine hygiene. They did a demonstration for us the other day when we first got in and we were setting up, and they are doing amazing as well. So there's so many great businesses, and I met a black men's magazine from Cleveland that I was not even familiar with, and we're going to be collaborating. I mean, it's so much follow up to do. So again, seizing opportunities means that you follow up as well. So we have another guest, Tiffany. Okay, I'm super excited about this guest. I'm super excited about this guest. Okay, so you can come on in.
Okay.
I want to make sure come on in a little bit closer. Hi, Tiffany. You should have seen. I'm so excited to have Tiffany here. We are fellow alums. We both graduated together from Wilberforce University.
Yes,
Shout
of
out to
course.
Wilberforce University. Shout out to all of the HBCUs. They've been spotlighted here today. All the Panhandle councils had a meetup yesterday, and then she came over to my vendor booth. I saw her out the corner of my eye, and I just like screamed with excitement. We haven't seen each other since 1998. That's a
Wow,
long
it's
time.
a long
But it was
time.
just like yesterday.
Yeah.
And we don't even look like we aged a bit. But Tiffany has an amazing business. I know we're both on Facebook. I know a lot of you are like on social media, and you're not really leveraging it and strategizing. And we were just in a meta master class talking about branding and how to use social media from Meta. Okay, the Facebook platform is telling us how to better market and promote our business and advertise our businesses on their platform. That's huge. So we were in the class together, and I'm super excited to have her come on and introduce herself and her business, which is amazing, and tell you about her pivot story. So introduce yourself, Tiffany.
Hi. I'm so happy to see you. I love her so much. She is amazing, very authentic. She is herself. For those of you who have never met her in person, Shantae is one of the most beautiful people you'll ever meet.
Thank
And, I trust her. I love her. And she's been the same since when we were in undergrad. That same spirit. Thank you,
Oh,
Shantae.
thank you.
I love you. So really quick, my name is Tiffany. And yes, we were at Wilberforce University. I did not know I was going to get into what I'm doing now, but I own a educational toy company focused on preschool through elementary age. What do? I build positive self-identity, self-love, and confidence in our children. We focus on Black history, okay, because that is what's missing in the classroom. Positive Black history, where children can see a lot of the amazing things that we have done to contribute to society and the world at large. And so my purpose is to make sure that children get a chance to develop the leader within. And you do that by building their self-esteem at a young age. If you focus on slavery, right, as the story, children at a young age, they don't get that. They don't understand that. What happens is you mess up their self-esteem at the beginning. You don't want to do that. So it's about age appropriate. I know everyone's talking about CRT, but what's age appropriate? How do you build the self-esteem, the self-confidence in young children, particularly Black children? How do you get them to achieve higher academically? We're always focused on, how to get children to perform better in the classroom, but we can't forget the root cause of what keeps us from performing at our best. And that is dealing with the racism and discrimination when it comes to us, the constant visuals of negative images, the constant visuals of, all of the things, the stereotypes and so forth. So we have to understand that our community needs something that is focused on us. We just can't just do what everyone else is doing. We have to think about, we do have a unique social experience. And then how do we get our children to perform at their optimum best when all of these things are going on around us? And so I believe that it's time for us as a community to really help young Black children see themselves in a way that's positive, that where they can appreciate their ancestors, and see how we contribute and how, yes, we are amazing.
Yes.
And we're not just this stereotype. We cannot see ourselves through the lens of oppression. Okay, and so Bevy and Dave is focused on that. So we have learning tools, physical and digital, whether it's wooden puzzles or books or toys or digital platform. Like we have films, animation films.
Animation, which
Yeah.
I love it.
So we do a lot. So visit us at bevyanddave.com. If you have anybody in your family or friends who are between age, 2 all the way up to 5th grade, age 11, Bevy and Dave is the perfect educational experience for them.
Awesome. And can you talk a little bit about your pivot story? How were you able to pivot past the pandemic?
You know what? When during the pandemic, that was really interesting because it was during the time where I had just got on Good Morning America.
Yes.
And literally, like, I think a month after I was on Good Morning America, actually not even a month, it was 2 weeks later, the pandemic hit and everything shut down. So for me, I had to focus really more on, so how do I do this instead of thinking negative? Because I thought I was going to get all these sales. Like,
right.
Woo! Yeah, well, the pandemic impacted that. So I had to pivot by really focusing on the positive part of it. And for me, I wasn't going to focus on the fact that sales came to, a halt, right? Because people at that time are focused on what they need, not
Right.
what they want. And in this case, need is food, need is toilet paper, need is,
Yes.
So I had to focus on building Bevy and Dave and staying positive. And that is when I got into animation. We started creating our first animation film during the pandemic, and in 2021 we launched the very first animation film. Now we have 7 films.
Oh my God.
But I have to tell you, I want to personally say to any business owner, even when sales are slow or you don't have any at all, you think about why you do what you do. And for me, Bevy and Dave is not really a business. I know it's a business, but for me, it's bigger than that, because for me, I'm thinking about the children, particularly in the Black community, where we have kind of, we just need to do a better job. I'll give you an example. Our museums, they don't really have a lot of children's centers. That lets me know that we're dropping the ball when it comes to the children. If we really want to connect them to the history, we got to have children's centers in our museum. It can't just be focused on adults. So for me, what I do is purely for the love of our community and really focus on helping us as a people do better generationally. So when I had a situation where sales came to a halt, that did not make me feel like it was the end, because this is bigger than the business for me. I don't care if I'm making 1 sale in a month. I continue to go because my eye is focused on the future, and I have strategy. So it's not about how fast you go, it's about strategy. Slow and steady wins the race. So don't focus on what other companies are doing and what they're posting. It's about strategy. What is the end goal? And for me, it's about how is this going to be the most impactful for my purpose? And that is making sure that the next generation is loving themselves, so that they can achieve higher in life. Because if the children achieve higher, we will be better as a community. But if we don't focus on the children, then we will continue to feel the abuse of generational oppression. And I don't want that to continue. So for me, I just have to continue going. And God is good, because things have been happening.
Yes.
Launched one film in 2021. Now we have 7 films.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, remind them where they can connect with you.
bevyanddave.com. And then if you want to find us on social media, go to Facebook, Bevy and Dave, LinkedIn, Bevy and Dave. Okay. We're about to get on Fanbase, which is a Black-owned social media platform. Please get on that, Bevy and Dave.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Love
Tiffany.
you.
Love you too. All right. Again, that was Tiffany. Her company is Bevy. We're excited to have her here. We are fellow alums. We both graduated from Wilberforce University. If you are HBCU grad, let me know. Give yourself a shout out Shout out your college, your university. I love to see it, love to hear about it. Again, we are live here from the 2022 ByBlack Conference. I am Shantae Roddy, and I'm super excited to see you all out here, my She Boss Talk family. I see you all in the comments. Hi Monique, hi Regina, giving a shout out to Denise, Deborah Salter. Hi, how are you? Again, we are so excited. I hope you are taking this information with you. Take it to heart. Again, she told her pivot story. She was part of the shutdown like all of us. And, her sales came to a halt like a lot of us. I mean, send me an emoji if you can relate to that. But the key that she said is she never lost sight of her mission. She never lost sight of her why. So you have to remember, what is your why? Why are you in business, right? Because as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as nonprofit leaders, we understand that we will have ups and downs. Many challenges will come, but to withstand your why has to be greater than all of those things in order for you to keep pushing forward. Your vision has to be bigger. So what is your big vision? What is your big why that keeps you in the game, that keeps you from giving up, that causes you to say, you know what, this is what it is, but this is what I'm going to do. All we can do is go up from here. All we can do is move forward. We're not going backward. If I need to reinvent, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reinvent. If I need to go restart this business, I'm gonna go restart. If I need to go reboot my business because I missed some steps, then I'm going to take a pause and go reboot my business, so then we can come back bigger and better than before. And she talked about how she got into animation, right? Animation video. I have so many peers that are doing that. These are concepts that maybe you all haven't heard before that you can leverage for your own business. She went from making one animated video to 7, and they are amazing. So I would definitely encourage you to visit her website. Because she's doing amazing things for Black children. And just to see what she's doing, she's been in the media so many times, and she is a resident here of DC, and we're going to be getting together later on so I can meet her family. So I'm super excited to do that. Again, it's just like we're picking up from when we were in college, and I have not seen her in many years since we graduated. So it was a pleasure getting to see her. That's what attending these types of events will do. I had no idea she was going to be here, and she was here. So she's definitely doing amazing things in the world, making an impact. So we have another guest. Are you ready? Okay. So we are going to bring on our other guest. And we met earlier today.
How are you?
Hi. We met earlier today. We were talking about transparency and being authentic. It's not what you see out here on social media. Everybody's pretending like they're perfect. They never go through any challenges. They're making all the money in the world, and they're not. People relate to authenticity. They relate to your story. That's why I say it's so important for you to share your story. When they're not buying from your product, they're buying into you, right? And what Meta said, as I bring you in the master class, is that your brand is so important, because without a brand, people won't trust you. So think about it. Do you have a brand, a recognizable, a trusted brand? Build your brand up. Okay, so with that said, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. How are you? My name is Bailey Sessoms, and I am the host of the CEO Convo podcast, where we highlight unapologetically ambitious entrepreneurs. We talk about building relationships, running a sustainable business, and realistic strategies on getting it done. And I was listening to you talking about not only pivoting, but the transparency part. I think a lot of people got transparent during the pandemic, to be honest with you. And I think that was a one time and the first time in a long time we were actually able to just sit down, be still, not have a lot of distractions. And for me, my pivoting moment didn't come within the pandemic or after the pandemic. My pivoting story actually came before the pandemic, after my divorce. And sometimes I feel like that's important to say, because sometimes we think, oh, everybody speaks the pandemic. But everyone has usually at least one life altering situation in their life where they have to make real decisions. And for me, it was after my divorce. I had to figure out, what did I already know how to do? What skill sets did I already have that I didn't have to go back to school? And for me, that was graphic design,
Yes.
and branding. So when you said having a brand is just not about logos. It's not just about colors. A brand is more about your messaging, what you invoke out of people. Again, like she said earlier, your why. Why are you in business? And I think once you're able to hone on why you're in business, it allows you to give you the foundation to be successful. And that's what we want our CEOs to do when they come onto our podcast, to speak from not just the highs but the lows, because we all go through low moments, not only in life but in business. And a lot of times we think it's just us. We think, oh, I'm the only one that's going through it. But when you get yourself in a community and realize, oh, there's other entrepreneurs that have the same struggles as I do, then your vision it'll help you make your vision more clear, and not feel so, not beat yourself up during those low moments.
Yes, I think that is so important, and I'm glad that you talked about pivoting before the pandemic, because I have the similar story, and I always talk about, and I talked about here how I suffered from burnout in 2019, and that is what drove my me to pivot from my first company to turning my what I started as a talk show on Facebook using free Facebook Live into She Boss Talk. And so many of us deal with that. Many of us are right now dealing with burnout, or like she said, some other life altering. I had dealt with the loss of my mother and everything that came with that, being a leader in the family and being the fiduciary of the state and a fiduciary of her estate, and managing, relatives that were not cooperative, right? And so I know many of you all can relate to those types of things. So whether it's a divorce like her, or losing a loved one, or just being tired, right, in your business, or dealing with the pandemic, know that you can pivot. Know that, again, your story is to help someone else. And what happened in your past doesn't necessarily dictate your future. You can be whoever you want to be. You can create whatever business you want to create. That is all up to you.
And
Right?
find your community. I think
Yes.
a lot of us think we have to do it alone.
You don't.
And some of our friends who we think are going to support us, sometimes they don't know how, because
Yes.
it's not their ambition. They may be employees, which is nothing wrong with it. But find your community, whether it's She Boss Talks,
Yes.
or different groups on social media. One thing I also would like to invite, if you're watching this and if you're an entrepreneur and you would like to have your business highlighted, I invite you to come to ceoconvo.com, fill out the information. And we also, speaking of why, we also have a free download worksheet on there. It's a checklist that, if you're in business, is 10 questions successful entrepreneurs ask before accepting any opportunity. So as you get in business and these different opportunities come up, if you go down that checklist, it'll put you in check to say, okay, should I be taking this opportunity? Because a lot of times what happens is things sound good,
Right.
but they not, and they're actually distractions from your goal.
That's good.
So when going down the checklist, it says, okay,
Yes.
I got 5 of these things that I'm checking off that does not
Yes.
meet the criteria. So I invite you to come join us, ceoconvo.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you. I appreciate you joining. And guess what? We will be collaborating.
Yes, she's going to come on to the CEO Convo podcast.
Yes, and she's
So-
going to come on the She Boss Talk.
Yes,
That's
I
how you
love it.
collaborate. Yes. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Again, I hope this has been helpful for you all. Again, we talking about, pivoting past the pandemic, or pivoting past anything that has been life altering for you. But we know for many of us businesses, it has been the pandemic. But both of us, like we said, our pivot came before the pandemic. So actually, the pandemic was a big opportunity for me, but it wouldn't have been had I not had my eyes open to it, had a awareness about it, and took action on it. So there are many opportunities that are still here, that are still coming online, that are available for each and every one of you all. One of our friends was talking about, we got like the next 2 years. Next 2 years, that's the window and we can become millionaires, multimillionaires. These are the strategies, these are the tools, these are the resources, these are the connections that you need to make it happen. And again, don't go it alone. Don't go it alone. Find yourself a community, find yourself a tribe, right? And we are that community. We want to be that community for you because we are here to support your success. We are successful because you are successful, okay? So we are successful together. And when we work together, magic happens. Magic happens at She Boss Talk. Magic happens at She Boss Tribe, okay? So again, I am here at the ByBlack Conference 2022. I think we have one last guest before we close out. Again, these are all the amazing people that I have met. This is just one event, right? So get out in your community, get online, really leverage the online space for why it's there. These are free tools for you to use to make connections. You're not limited to your one local area. You can have a reach far and wide. The internet, the online space, virtual space is what allows you all to do it. But I do encourage you all to get out, go across country or go in your local community and connect with people. Go to some events, meet someone new, right? Meet someone new. Like she said, some of us, we are in relationships or we have partners that don't understand, may not support you, friends that don't have a clue. They may think that you're crazy, like you're dreaming too big. No way can that happen. But you know in your heart of hearts of what you are called to do, that this is for you. You're dreaming bigger. You're asking bigger. You're living bigger. But in order to do that, you need to be around the right people. So I'm going to reiterate what she said. You have to reevaluate your circle. Get you a circle of champions. Get you a circle of those that are going to support you when you're low, right? When you're going through your worst challenges so that they can lift you up. And those that are with you that you can celebrate with. Too many times I hear people say, I can't celebrate. I just had this win. I just won a $100,000 contract, but I can't really talk about it because I'm afraid about what people will say about it, right? Then that means you are connected to the wrong people. Start blocking, deleting, disconnecting from those people and invite people in like myself and some of these other business owners, the other leaders from these businesses, companies and associations who have your back. They're championing for you. They're creating programs for you. They're creating money opportunities for you. So it's just up to you to seize those opportunities. And that's why I'm here to bring those to you. And then we have one final guest. Come on. Hi.
Good.
Hi, can you introduce yourself? Come on in a little bit more. This way, down a little. This way, and closer. Yes. Hi, introduce yourself.
My name is Nell Cephas. I run and operate DC9 events. Our platform, we make it easy for event goers to discover unique events in the area that they reside, ideally in Maryland, Virginia, and DC. We're not an event-based company, but we're your number one trusted source where you don't have to look for events on your own. You land on our platform, you see the different events that we find and advertise, you attend it, you feel like a tourist in your hometown.
Awesome. And weren't we able to help you? You learned about the ERC program through us, correct?
Yes.
So the Employee Retention Tax Credit, again, one of the biggest reasons why we're here to educate on it. Tell them about your experience with us and how this was the first time that you heard about a program that you may qualify for.
Yeah, my first experience was yesterday for day one for the conference. I came to the table. Their team was very helpful on giving me more insights to learn more about the program outside of the typical program everybody know about, the PPP or the EIDL. But this information was very insightful, and it's something that I would strongly recommend that everybody learn more about.
That's awesome. So it's, again, so important that we educate, that we share our knowledge to other people. And once we learn, we go and share it with others that are out there. We talked about, you want to talk about your event that you have coming up? Is it in 2023?
Yeah, so we do an annual event every year called the All Purple Gala. It's a celebratory event that focuses on bringing awareness and supporting and celebrating individuals in the STEM, arts, entertainment, media, hospitality, and just bringing individuals together in all room where they can be able to build, connect, and leave and learn with a purpose.
That's awesome.
And it's scheduled for December 9th, 2023. And yeah.
December 9th, 2023. And he invited He invited us back. He showed us pictures of the previous event was amazing. And you all are expecting, what, 600 guests?
Between 600 to 800.
600 to 800 guests. So I'm so excited and thankful that you invited us to it. We would definitely love to make it back here and support that. DC is the area to be in. Shout out, if you're in DC, let us know.
Yeah.
Shout out to those that are in DC. Represent.
All day.
It's a lot going on here. You have a lot of amazing connections. So if you are not connected here in DC, get connected. If you live somewhere else, make it to DC. There are a lot of opportunities here. Again, let people know where they can find you.
You can connect with us on all social media platforms. Our Instagram is DC Now Events. That's DC NOWEVENTS. And once you follow us, you won't ever have to worry about searching for things to do in the area.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Wow, this has been an amazing show. 1 hour of amazingness, 1 hour of just sharing so much wisdom with you all, sharing our experiences with you all. So I hope that has inspired you and empowered you to take action. That's what it's about. It's about taking action. Okay. I see, shout out to Coach Ray. Yes, I see you out there. Is there help for anyone with contracts and consultings? Yes, She Boss Talk is your connection. We are the go-to small business resource. If we don't have the service, the product, the program, then we have a vast network of those that can help you. Okay, that's why it's important to connect it with the community like She Boss Talk, because we work only with the best of the best quality professionals that have integrity and that's going to do the best for you. Okay, so if you need help with funding, with marketing, with contracts, reach out to us. Again, we have friends like Kawana D, who is experts in government contracting. We have friends like Precious the Killer, Pitchmaster Williams, who is she's the pitch queen. Okay, so she's going to help you pitch your business for so many opportunities, whether it's venture capital, whether it's pitching your business to get clients. We all pitch our business every single day. Every single day. When I was here, when I showed up, I've been interviewed 3 times already, impromptu, on the spot, and I killed it. So you have to know your business inside and out. You have to represent your business because you are the CEO of your business. You are the sales team. You are the marketing team. Everywhere you go, everything that you do, know that it's going to shine a light on your business. So you have to be ready. Be ready. So prepare now so that you're always ready, right? So I'm glad that when they came up to me, that's why I was here, because I want to get the word out about She Boss Talk. This is just expanding our territory. It's just going to bring more visibility and more help to the businesses that we serve. This is for you. So as we are helped, as we gain partners, as we get funding, as we get all of these sponsorships that we're getting from this one event, all of it is to help you be more successful. We are here to support your success. Again, I am Shantae R. Roddy. This is She Boss Talk, and we are at the 2022 ByBlack Conference. Thank you so much for tuning in to our live. Tag someone you know. Follow us on social media. Give this a like or a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.